Pisces, welcome to Majesticas Tarot. Sorry, the phone. I'm gonna take care of that soon. Pisces, welcome to Majesticas Tarot, and if you've been here before, welcome back. This will be messages July 30th through August 2nd. If it resonates, please hit that like button because not all Pisces is doing the same thing. Comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Time is fluid and roles can be reversed. Last night was the full moon, so we have full moon energy for a few more days. So I'm going to start out with some moonology cards, oracles, and then we will get into the tarot. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it resonates. Let's get started. And this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces? What are the messages for Pisces with this full moon energy? Work through your fears. This might have to deal with the Scorpio. Surrender to the divine, full moon. Give up control. Anything else? Oh, this card's been coming out a lot. Communication is the key. I'll read these two. Show the world the real you. Don't let pride get in your way. And the answers you need are coming. So let's get started. Spirit guides, ancestors, what's going on with Pisces? Roles can be reversed and time is fluid. What's going on with Pisces? July 30th through August 2nd. You might have come across a financial loss, something of longevity, something that you've built up for years, and you don't know how to feel about this. Could have been, you're afraid of letting something go, and that's why you're holding back from something. We have Scorpio here again. Work through your fears. The Lovers. This could have been a divorce. A divorce that you feel, or a relationship very guided, could have been divinely guided. Now you need to surrender it to the divine because somehow it got out of control and left you in shambles. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. You're not really talking much about this. You're kind of keeping to yourself. You're just watching and observing how you need to handle yourself. You're using your intuition and kind of going that way with it. Tell me about this other energy that Pisces is dealing with. Okay. Three of Wands, they're not doing anything. But not because they're not going to, it's because something's holding them back at the moment. Page of Pentacles. Okay, they're doing a lot of thinking. They're trying to come up with creative ways to do something. and invest into something. Hey, they're a little clear-minded, and they might come in and they might. I think they're going to send you a message. They definitely want to come towards you here, straight towards you. They've let their boundaries down, but the overall energy of this person is the devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Ooh. So I don't think this. They're thinking like a page, and they're coming in like a knight. So the pages are like little kid mentality. I mean, you could be dealing with your child, and a knight is like a teenager mentality. Okay, let's clarify. Spirit guides, ancestors, tell me about this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hermit in the challenge position. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. This is making you irritable. Not, it's making you very moody. Probably can't predict your energy from one day to the next. People aren't seeing you as that, though. They're seeing as you holding your own, but inside, you just want to explode on this person. Tell me about the Death card in the reverse and the Strength card. You're afraid of letting go. You're trying to release the stress and get a new perspective on this, but I think you know, and if you don't know, you're having, like, love is blind. Your faith is blind right now. And what I mean by that is, yeah, the Star card. You're very doubtful that this could work out. You could be dealing with the Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Tell me about the Lovers, upright, Chariot, reverse, Nine of Swords, upright. Okay, you want to restart this and build it back up, but it's so unpredictable, the energy that you're getting and receiving. Yeah, about this connection. It's so unpredictable. And it's making you like, oh my God, like it's making you very anxious. You could be having problems sleeping at night. Tell me about the other energy. Three of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Delaying, I'm hearing delaying the inevitable, but delaying coming towards you because they're trying to come up with so many bright ideas. They're trying to be creative. They love you, but I really do think that this person loves themselves, possibly more. There could have been a third party here, so a decision was made with them. Tell me more about this Three of Swords upright, Two of Swords in the reverse. I just had this card out and I put it back and it's coming back out again. This person's very weak. Weak individual. Individual. Weak individual. They could be walking away because they broke your heart and they can't, they're rushing away. They can't deal with the fact that they broke your heart. And they're weak to a third party. Tell me about the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Cups. They're not ignoring what y'all have, possibly a marriage here. They're not ignoring that. But the clarity that they see about this is that things are not and haven't been good for a while here with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. There has been a lot of upheaval, I'm hearing. Tell me more. Which has made them very selfish, and they decided to take it upon themselves to celebrate with other people. Tell me about the Knight of Swords and then the Nine of Wands in the reverse. They want to come towards you, but they are definitely procrastinating about this. We have Scorpio here again. They want to come towards you, but they don't know how. So they're procrastinating. Same thing. This person is a, yep. Very huge procrastinator. This person delays a lot. And not only is they don't know how, they're not even trying to figure it out. Tell me more about this Page of Wands, Judgment, and Eight of Cups, all in the reverse. We have Capricorn here again. They're seeing you as like it's over. You're probably not talking to them here because of their toxic ways. They could feel you're being toxic. Tell me a little bit more. They're obsessed with you. Three of Pentacles, that's Capricorn again. But yeah, you're definitely dealing with a Capricorn here. Well, I don't know that, but I feel, or they have Capricorn a lot in their chart. Capricorn is here. Basically, at this point, they just know that they're going to have to return. They're thinking about how they have to return and work with you regardless of an emotional connection. They don't know how they're going to be able to handle that. And then we have the Page of Swords. They're curious of how they're going to handle that. You could also be dealing with a Libra. Interesting. I think they flirt with you. A little flirty energy over here. Acting like they're going to do something. What is the outcome of the situation between Pisces and this other energy? chaos, not working, no clarity. Can't work on something if you don't have any clarity on it. Tell me more. I'm assuming of what went wrong. Or you start to work on it and it's just not panning out the way you two think it should. Tell me more. Yeah, and because of that, the situation is a little doubtful. We have Aquarius here also. This person's very, very greedy. They hold on to everything they possibly can, and they're unpredictable as hell. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. What? This person could be a Taurus. This person acts like they are high value, but yet we have the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Oh, they portrayed themselves to be high value, footloose and fancy free, and a teacher, and just above all. But we have the Three of Swords here. They break hearts. They give people anxiety. They stop talking to them. And then they disappoint themselves, disappoint others, and then they try to apologize for it because they feel bad and insecure. And then they feel the loss. Okay. Is this person going to come towards Pisces? Too many cards. This person has a lot to say. Depending on what day it is. I love this deck, and I might have mentioned this in the last reading, but right? They're going to come towards you, but the Empress is in reverse here. They're still very self-centered. They do want to come clean about something. They're planning on apologizing to you. But they have this energy of you were right. I agree to disagree. I don't think they agree with you. Do they feel they were wrong? With this energy, I would feel they weren't. They didn't feel like that. They want to try and fix this. They want to try and make this work and reverse this tower here. They don't feel they have anything left. They're feeling the loss of this, most definitely. Mm-hmm. Anything good coming in for Pisces? Okay, so something that might be good is you're telling this person, I told you so. Didn't I tell you? Maybe you're something good about this is you're proving a point. But what did you have to do? Whatever you had to do to prove this point just made you more powerful. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Depending on what day it is. Oh yeah, you feel some victory here. You're becoming a little self-centered yourself. You're moving forward. You're figuring out your worth. You know your worth now, or you will. I don't know where you are on the timeline, but you're healing. Yeah, you don't want to deal with this person. You want to, you're picking yourself up. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords, and starting over. Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. If it did, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic week. Stay blessed.